network. Because I can see that the message has not been delivered yet. So I think we'll start because sir always looks forward to welcome all of you all back and to know more about your experiences in the outside world. So, but anyways, we will start. Is that okay, Sunita ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Yes. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. So, students, thank you for joining. Today we have Dhairya Patel and Neha Patil, who are our alumni, who are going to share their experiences with you all. First and foremost, a warm welcome to Neha and to Dhairya. You are exactly those students who make us really proud. And also, because in Vishwaniketan, we have a lot of extracurricular activities. So today you can understand the burden that the teachers face in creating an environment to conduct those activities and making sure that, they are completed by the students, because all this is over and above the university requirements from them. So when we see students like you all, we really feel proud that all the efforts that the staff members and the teaching staff has taken is now taking good shape. So with that note, I welcome both of you. And who would like to start so that I just give a brief introduction about the person who wants to start? The idea, Neha, who would want to start?
Go
Actually,
ahead, Neha. Yeah.
yeah, that will be better. I'll go first.
You would want Neha to start? Okay. Okay. Yes. Neha, thank you for that. Neha Patil is a senior web developer at Zeiss Learning, experienced in full stack development. She's experienced with all stages of development cycle for dynamic web projects. She is well versed with technologies. I think she is the best one to express to you what are those technologies and how Vishwaniketan has helped, how experiences at Vishwaniketan have helped her in excelling at these technologies. So thank you for coming, Neha, and over to you. Before that, for students who would want to ask questions, please feel free to put it in the chat box or raise your hand and we will take up your questions. Please make the most of it because these are working professionals who have taken time to come back to college and speak with all of you all. Yes, Neha, over to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. So first of all, thank you so much to Vishwaniketan and all the teachers and management who took initiatives and started this activity and invited me here. I'm very happy because I got the opportunity to talk to you all, and I'll keep my talk small so we can allow more questions and it will be more interactive. So I'll just start now. As already ma'am said, I'm Neha Patil, working as a senior web developer at Zeus Learning, and I'll just give you a brief about what I do exactly on daily basis. So we develop things, and currently I have to look after juniors also. I need to help them into development team because currently I'm working as a senior. And also Zeus has given me opportunities to get involved in various stages of the project, like starting from the discussion of the new features or new projects till the delivery stage. Like we need to talk to clients, explain them different aspects of the features on the development side. So they involve me in each and everything, because of which I got to learn many things. I'll just tell you that what I had in my mind with when I was in college. Like tentatively, I had three goals in my mind. So first of all, it was like I'm really sorry. I'm audible, right?
Yes,
Uh,
yes, Neha.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, very much.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. So first goal was to become a financial independent, and yeah. So I don't know the exact reason, but that was the top of the list. Second was the job which I'm doing should teach me something every day, so that over a period of time, when I look back, I should not regret the time I invested in my job. And the third thing is I should not be afraid to continue my job in the future. Like maybe I change my job, like I change my company or change the technology, but the domain will remain same, and I should not be afraid of it. So on the basis of three goals, I think I'm on right track currently, at least. So on the achievement point of view, I just want to share some of my achievements. I just don't want to brag, but just 2 3 points. I own a house. Of course, some amount I have paid through loan, but yeah, I own a house, and I currently resigned from my current company, Zeus Learning. I'm on a notice period. I have 2 offers in my hand with good packages, and I'm currently thinking about which one to pick. I will definitely let you know once I finalize the company. And yeah, so it's basically I'm switching in the mid-June. So I have 2 months of period to decide which company to pick. Apart from the professional life, I just want to tell you one more point, which is not non-professional. Like I have a very good connection with my parents and my sister, and I feel that is also an important thing in everyone's life, that there should be someone to support your decisions and support what you are doing, or feel free to stop you if you are going on a wrong track. So yeah, I feel so lucky about it. So that's all those things which I want to share about me. So I'll just go on the points which are the very good memories of me in the college related memories. So first of all, I just want to again thank to college to build me who I am today. And I feel very lucky to have a chance to go to the college physically and to attend the activities which were happening in the college. Uh, I know currently students are not able to do that, but we were the lucky students. And yeah, I sometimes I don't understand how those 4 years gone. It was such a, I feel like it is such a small period. So many things happened into those period. Like we had a lab project, seminars, Vidisha, and we sport. We also developed one magazine called Vibes. Jadhav ma'am helped us a lot, and we had many good friends and many more things. So I'll just go through the things by which I performed in college. So first of all, I attended a fellowship program of the first year. I went to the University of Sofia, Bulgaria, for 45 days to complete one project. And yeah, that was a very good experience. We connect to great professors there, and we are still in touch with them, like on the Facebook. So, and we have the email ID. So, if we need something in the domain which are they are working on, we always can connect to them. Apart from that thing, I also attended some internship programs here in India, like in Geo, in SPIT, that is the Sardar Patel College. They conducted one internship program, so I attended both of those. So basically, it was like after every summer. I should not say summer. After every even semester, we have the vacation. So I utilized those vacations for the internships. So yeah, that is very important, and I encourage you to also attend the seminars and internships. I understand current situations. You can always go on web, like attend web seminars and web tutorials, all those things. Okay, so I just want to talk about 1 2 things more about the college itself. Like many of my friends ask me that I am from EXSC background and what I am doing in the IT field. So I should pick the computer science branch itself. So to be honest, I was not that much clear in the first year that which domain I should work on. I was interested in many things, and not I was not crystal clear about it. So in the second year, third year, I got a chance to attain back, which were related to the programming and coding, because of which I got the hands-on experience of what exactly coding is and what are the things we can achieve using coding, and that's turned my mind, and fortunately I got the job in that field only. So yeah, I'll just want to tell one more thing, that I got very good friends at college. Like uh, those friends are very close, that I never find the friends like them in my current professional life. Like professional life is very different. You will always speak about the current affairs and the company task and all those things, but the actual connect happened in the college only. So for students are so my friends were very good, and just a piece of advice that choose a friend who has a car, so that you will have less trouble moving around. I'm just joking, right? Okay. So it's a remote area, our colleges. So we used to joke around, like pick a friend who has a car so we can move here from the Navi Mumbai and Mumbai side. But that's the other thing. I encourage to have friends who will encourage you to do good things. Like you will get a vibe from your friends, that how they speak, uh, what are the things they always think about. So you will get an idea about them. So please be sure that you will have the positive attitude friends. You can do many things together, like you can attend a training program together in the current situation, ask each other the progress, help each other in the problems. You will have fun, trust me. We used to do it. We used to solve coding questions online in the college, in the group, and we had the healthy competition. So you can also try it out. Okay, so these are the things I just wanted to tell you. And one last thing I just want to share is it is very important to have good mental health and physical health. I feel that yeah, currently we should talk about it, and please do exercise and meditate. It is good habit. You have plenty of time. You can spend 1 hour on it on the daily basis. Make a habit. It's a very good thing, and you will see the positive results of it. And apart from doing this, you feel anything like the sadness, frustrations, depression, and you are constantly feeling it over a period of 2 weeks, 3 weeks, then you should definitely see someone, talk about it to close ones. Don't afraid of it. It's a usual thing. You are not special or anything. It happens to me also. Sometimes I got so low that I need to uh, open up with my parents or my friends. So that is acceptable. So don't feel shy about it. And again, I'll say that don't watch too much of negative news, and don't put your time, so much of time on social media. I know I'm sounding like your parent, but do your research. You will understand there are so many negative effects of the social media. So limit your time. Put a timer. I insist, put a timer. There are very good apps who count the time you spend on the different apps, and just analyze it in the day, or after 1 week. You will realize that 3 4 hours daily uh, you spend it, and you don't even realize it. So do these things. These are very small things. You will understand yourself only. So at every stage, at any point of time, you always know what is the good thing to do, what is the good thing you should do currently. But the hardest part is actually doing it. Okay. So you need to understand your life and create some goals that are suitable to you, small goals, 1 week goal, 1 month goals, and try to achieve it and encourage yourself. No one else will come to you and give you lectures. And I also don't want to sound more like it, like I'm pushing you and giving you the same lectures which your parents are giving currently. But these are the things which are very important. And that's it. These are the things I just wanted to tell you. And yeah, I have covered pretty much of the things. So we are open for the questions. शादी कब करने वाले हो, ये क्वेश्चन छोड़ के कुछ भी क्वेश्चन चलेंगे.
This is a real
Ma'am, there is
problem
a
in
question in the
family.
chat box. So
Neha,
Yes.
there is a question
you know, how
in
was
the
it
chat box,
different?
Neha.
How was it different to be a principal's daughter and learning in the same college?
Okay, I was expecting the question. Okay, so yeah, I will say that there are some things that definitely happened to me because I'm the daughter of principal. I agree to it, but I feel like I handle it properly. Like I never misuse the things, the privileges I had. I never misused it. I never tell anybody that I'm the principal, so behave properly or anything. But yeah, I got some special treatment which I didn't ask for, but this happens. So this is the things which come along the part as a part of a daughter of the principal. But initially, I should say I was not willing to take admission in Vishwaniketan, and I had good marks in mains also. But when I talked to you, sir, it changed my mind totally, and I told this story to many students and many friends that this happened, and I'm really happy about this decision. Like I never regret it, not a single day.
We are proud of you. We're proud of you.
Thank you, sir.
Neha, there is a question in the chat box. Shall I read it to you?
Yeah, sure.
So this is from Kumal Kumbhar, and he's asking you how you find interest in web development from EHPC background.
Yeah, so I mentioned it in the talk only. I'll just go over it again. See, in the EXTC, most of the academic subjects was related to electronics and telecommunication only, but we have a WAP on every semester. So I have attended 3 WAPs which were related to computer field. Like one is the machine learning, one is Java language, and one is web development. So these were the WAPs which I attended in the college, and those were the time when I started building the interest in the web development field. So I created some projects, and there were a very good faculty for the WAP, like the Durani sir, Rohit sir. They helped me a lot in the coding part, and they used to tell me, like, if you want to learn more, you just do the project. Don't read it, just do it. Because while doing it, you understand the interest also, and you understand the difficult part of that domain also. So if you are good at doing the difficult part or a part in that domain, you will automatically understand that, yeah, this is the thing you wanted in your life. So when I got the job in web development, initial phase was very difficult for me. Sometimes I doubt my interest also, and I doubted the interest, like in the previous phase, 2-3 phase. But through 2-3 months, and after those 2-3 months, I got a clear picture, and I understand the whole process, the corporate process, and I adapted it. So it's the mixture of your activities and the period of time. understand what are your interests. And you should do it because you are investing in your life only. So this is the time where you will have the time for the experiment. 4 years.
Neha, we have another question in the chat box. So
Yes.
you want me to read it?
Yeah.
This is from Shashank Pandey. What are your views on startups?
Okay. Yeah. So my views are currently like, see, there are many aspects which are connected to the startup. It's not only about passion. Okay. There are many things: investments, the market needs, that your team, your partners, how much money you have, your family background. All those things matter. Okay. You cannot do the things. You cannot start the startup because you are passionate about. Like those are the stories. Like yeah, he dropped out the college and started this thing. Yeah, those are the stories. Are one in a million students. If you start the thing, you have if you can start the any startup in small amount of money, do it. I encourage you to do it. If it is growing, if you go to the investors, if they are willing to invest you, so definitely you will have the confidence that yeah, this is the good idea. Then you can always continue it doing. But in the initial phase, you have to attend college. Along with that, you have to experiment on the startup. So you cannot leave everything apart on the side and start only doing startup. That phase will come when you have reached the first goal. Like you have the investments and you know the market needs, all those things. And if you are asking me that am I planning to do anything about startups? So not currently. I'm more focusing on understanding the corporate world and different types of projects. And I also don't have the great idea in my mind. If I in future, if something worked out and I got good partners and investments, I'll definitely look it as an option. So for you, just be with the flow, take out the time, experiment on your startup. Once you achieve one goal, then try to invest more time in the your startup. That's my view. Ultimately, you need to decide.
Any other questions for Neha? Madhu ma'am, may I request you to thank Neha?
Sorry.
May I request you to thank Neha so that we can invite Dhairya?
Yeah, I think there are no questions, so we can thank you, thank Neha, and then we can go ahead with Dhairya.
Yeah.
Thank you, Neha.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Neha, and really good words from a student to another student. So I am sure the students have gained a lot of knowledge about how they have to move ahead now. Thank you, Neha. With this, I now invite Dhairya Patel. Dhairya Patel is also one of our very noted alumni. He's currently working in the corporate and investment banking field at JP Morgan Chase and Company. He has completed his MBA in finance after graduating from Vishwaniketan, and he is also pursuing a charter for the CSA Institute. So Dhairya, you have a very wide portfolio with you at this age, and it's an excellent example of how engineering is also, you have avenues in other fields. Like for example, you seem to venture in finance. So how engineers are useful in this field also. Actually, they have engineers can fit in all fields. That is my view. However, you are also an excellent example of how they can fit into finance, investment banking field. So welcome, Dhairya, and it's all to you now. Over to you.
Yeah, I'll start. So, as ma'am said, I'm currently working in investment banking at JP Morgan Chase. It's one of the largest investment banks in the world. So, most of my time goes in, solving problems. So, basically, our company moves around $60 trillion from here to there between, 130 countries every day. So, many a times there are, lots of problems in trade fails that raising capital is an issue, market conditions, stock markets are down, how to raise money. There are client problems and all that. So I'm a part of the accelerated leadership program there. So my job is to solve this, billion-dollar problems every day. So this was a lot of help in finance because I started I'll tell you why engineering is helpful in finance. So when I started in Vishwaniketan, I remember the first day I met Inamdar sir. No, he said, when you join Vishwaniketan, you'll have to work 16 hours a day. I was just I thought just it, he's simply joking or anything. But I actually put in 16 hours a day for 4 years in a year, 4 years throughout my engineering career, and I can really feel the soft skills which I learned, the mathematics part, which was an important concept of engineering, and it is now actually helping me in this my career, making me successful in my job. So this was a very big part. Engineering, finance and mathematics have very lot of things in common. I am basically from mechanical engineering background. So if someone asks why from mechanical engineering to finance, it's not mechanical engineering, it's the problem solving capability. Mechanical engineers, are trained in designing stuff, find out what is wrong, solving that problem. We had a lot of experience on CATIA, ANSYS. ANSYS is also a problem solving software. So that experience in Vishwaniketan helped me out, to hone my skills basically in how to solve problems. And this is one of the most important talent which any corporate, any big company looks out for. Someone who will be able to solve problems and deliver results. Because the level that we work on is strategy part mostly, as in how we are going to move the company in 5 years down the line or 10 years down the line. So this is where this part comes into picture. You have to there are certain skills which you need to learn is problem solving, soft skill. How would you communicate with people, conflict management, and these all comes out together with engineering. Because once you are special, part of some college like Vishwaniketan, where you have to work above and beyond what university has suggested. So you have WAP programs, you have certain fields, and all the other such meetings like this, communicating with people, you learn over and above. So in our company, we say you will not be defined by what you do by 9 to 5 work. From basically what you do on your normal work hours, you'll be defined by what you do after 5. So this is the extra effort what this college is taking, what you all are going through. So this will help you a lot in the career. So 2-3 things which I'll give suggest you is if you have any idea, let's say startup or anything, or any special project which you want to do, try doing it first when you are in college level only. So Vishwaniketan has a lot of resources, lot of interesting people who are very helpful, and they'll go above and beyond to help you out. So fail fast. I'll give you my example. So we had a startup idea during college. It was called kuchbhisiko.com. We started e-learning very, very early when the industry was not that developed. So it failed. We didn't reach out to other people, experts for other help. We didn't inform college. We didn't ask for help. So that was one of the problems which we faced. If that would have happened, we would have probably scaled that startup. The other was we started stallion racing. 2 years we manufactured vehicles. It didn't win any competition, but after 2-3 years, the next batch of students came in. They developed this team Infinity, I believe, the new team which they run. So now they are winning competition. So it is like that. So if you fail fast, you'll learn sooner, and you'll implement in your life. So that would be my suggestion: is whatever you're doing is try to fail fast, as in develop the skills, know where you are going wrong, and try to figure it out. And again, focus it on how you can help yourself to develop your career. So that would be my suggestions to you. Coming to that, the fun part about Vishwaniketan was this part only. So we used to sit in lectures all day and work in workshops overnight. So this was 16, 17 hours of work every day. And we are still continue to doing it in our office also. So we work from 9 to 5, we work on special projects after that. So this is what defines us. It sets you apart from the crowd. So that would be my suggestion. Keep working. I would be happy to take any questions.
Yes, can you tell about what are the experiences of corporate world? How much cruel it is?
So I'll tell you, corporate is where I sit from when I look at the birds. I joined finance because I want to make big impact, and it all starts from finance. So I'll tell you, yesterday only we had a operating level committee with Jamie Dimon and all CEO of the company, the big shots of the corporate world. So we committed $2.5 trillion to sustainable investing. So for over 10 years of time, that's the size of Indian economy. So that much we are going to deploy in 10 years towards sustain. So we are the bankers for big oil companies in the world, Exxon Mobil, British Petroleum and everything. So now we are moving the money away from them towards sustainable companies like green energy, hydroelectric power, wind farming and everything. So that's a very big task, for a company. If you see, we are curbing our profits. If you see from the company's perspective, from the climate perspective, we are helping, 7 billion people on earth just by moving that much of economy. So from that level, you'll have to be very confident in what you do. You'll have to have a vision of what you want to be, how the company should look like, not even you, the company should look like in 10 years down the line. So that's a very big, commitment to the world. So when you're sitting on that level of finance, I can simply imagine that what good you can do to the world.
Yes. And a lot of, all these projects which you said will require a basic understanding in engineering.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. So this is what helped me, in Vishwaniketan. It was a lot of peer-to-peer learning. I'll never apply, concepts of fluid dynamics, what I learned in class, but I can apply, the soft skills which I learned, the understanding of what engineering is.
Well done. Very well done. And, Kamte madam, can you see our children have grown up?
Absolutely, sir.
Then we should
so
not
they're making us proud. It's amazing to listen to their stories and how they have developed.
Yeah.
Dhairya, this is Sunita Jadhav.
Yes,
I would like to hear from you regarding the masters you did, because how was that journey doing your masters?
Yeah, so I completed it from a college called TA Pai Management Institute. It's one of the top MBA colleges in India. It's in Manipal, Karnataka. So that is also, when you say MBA, it's not classroom learning, it's peer-to-peer learning. So when you come into a college with, top minds of the country, you sit along them across the table, there is intense competition. I remember we hardly slept, for 3-4 hours in the last 2 years of my MBA. So that the competition is that intense, because a company like, let's say a company like JP Morgan recruits only 44, 45 people from the entire country. So if you want to be one amongst them, you'll have to be, very fierce in what you do, very confident about how you speak, what is your aim is, what do you want to do in your life. So there are multiple 12, 13 rounds of interview taken by, top management guys and all. So that is what the competition. So that, what Inamdar sir said to me the first day of Vishwaniketan, 16 hours of work. It's not 16, it's even 20 hours of work a day. You'll have to put in if you want to make that impact in the world.
Yeah. The idea to continue this question, we have Pawar Rishikesh, who wants you to elaborate the problems you face while completing MBA in finance, as you were from mechanical background. And Niranjan Deshmukh wants the name of the college again. He missed it.
Yeah, the college name is TA Pai Management Institute. It's called TAPMI, TAPMI. I'll type it in the chat box if you like. Yeah. So it's basically, I'll tell you my interview experience at JP Morgan. So the company came for recruitment at our college. They only pick one student per college. So it was a very intense competition. My interview was taken by the director of Credit Suisse, what we call as Swiss Bank. So he sat across me and he told me, I see you are a mechanical engineer. How will you apply Newton's second law of motion to stock markets? So that was my interviewing question. So, there are a lot of, wherever you go, whatever field you change in, you're an engineer, it shows on your CV. People are going to ask you that how, how engineering helps you in this field. So the process is very simple. You can say engineers are the people who like to solve problems. So if you are very good at problem solving, you can, any company in any field, irrespective of what you do, you'll be hired. So you'll be making big impact in big companies if if you're good at problem solving. So that would be, I was good at problem solving when I joined with Vishwaniketan. There are some soft skills which I picked up from there, like, managing people. There are WAP projects, when you have WAP projects, 5 people team, there would be only 2, 3 people working, 2, 3 people, it won't even show up. So how will you manage them? How, you'll ask them to work? How will there would be conflicts in between your teammates. How will you settle that? So that is a big part of corporate world when you grow up and, join big companies. So I'll emphasize on soft skills because what you learn in engineering is not getting applied in the outside world. Mechanical engineering is no longer manufacturing. It's designing, automation, intelligent robotics. Everything is coming up. Civil engineering is not a construction business anymore. It's manufacturing. If you see what Macrotech developed, this Lodha Group, it's the Indian's largest residential developers. What they are doing is exactly same building. They are building it everywhere. So exactly same designs, exactly same houses. So that is very fast, efficient, saves a lot of money. It's become, manufacturing business, civil. Electronics, it's not no longer limited to communications. Blockchain has come up into picture. A lot of new technologies, robotics, AI, machine learning. Everything is connecting electronics with computer engineering. So whatever you are learning currently will not be applied in corporate world. Only thing is what you pick up, your problem solving capabilities, your soft skills, managing people skills, that will help you in a lot of career in your career path.
Thank you, Dhairya. Dhairya, we have a message from your professor Kishore Mane, and
Hi,
because he's in a noisy place, and he is not able to switch on his video also. So I shall just read this message out to you. So he says, I'm proud to be listening to the same person I've been teaching for over 2 years. My question to you is, academics, what are the main areas on which students can concentrate during their graduation? And what do you miss from being a student now that you are employed as a professional?
Yeah. So student life is the best. As Neha said, you won't make any friends in corporate. Whatever friends you have made in, your engineering or your MBA or, colleges, that would be your friends for your life. So that part, reliving free, because now when I see myself is because if I, miss by even 1%, if there is a, $1,000, $1,000,000 problem, and if I'm missed by 1%, I'm losing a lot of money for my company, for my clients and everything. So that's what keeps me up at night. So what I have to do, what I have built, I have to be 100% sure in what I'm doing. I have to be 100% sure at what I'm recommending my clients to do, because it's not only for the concept of money, it's about employment, people, because lots of companies which we work up are startups. They are not profitable, but they have very good business ideas. So even if we consult and there are some issues with them and they go wrong, it's a lot of employment loss for them. So there are a lot of people that are going to be impacted if you do something wrong. So that is what I miss about my student life, that carefree attitude where, college चले जाते हैं या पीछे highway से बस पकड़ के घर चले जाएंगे. That was a big part of Vishwaniketan's life, the freedom that we enjoyed.
So there are few questions in the chat box. You can take it one by one, and if possible, you can just answer those questions.
Yeah. So what problems, I can see what problems do you face when you first entered the industry? So this is my first job outside the college. So when I joined, a lot of things, what I saw was there was people, who are very smart, very intelligent, IQ greater than 150, very smart people I was working around with. And I'm not used to, because I grew up in Mumbai, studied at Vishwaniketan, met a lot of friends. So it was very calm and chill attitude, and this was very professional. Everyone talks in numbers. They are very, very confident at what they do. So this was a very difficult for me to cope up with that. So what I did was I start spending more hours once everyone left from the office. I used to go and work on the computer, see what they are doing. And then I, started networking, because what the field which we are in depends a lot on your network. Every company, I'll tell you, your career path will directly be defined by the network you have in the company. So if you are interacting with a lot of executives, senior people, and management, and then your career path is mostly sorted out. So you'll be pulled up if you are good at what you do. So interacting with other people becomes difficult when you're working in big banks, is because you don't know the things which are going around, how economy is. Because when they sit at the table, they don't talk about cricket, IPL, football. They talk about why economy is moving in this direction. What is the RBI doing? What would be the repo rate 4 years down the line, and all that. So you'll have to develop a mindset, study about that, read newspaper every day, sit on that table, and then talk. So networking was a very big task for me when I joined the company first.
You know what you said, we wanted to implement it as a business club
Yeah.
long back. So networking, what you do, what is the sector growing, all that, if starts in first year itself, that was the concept of business club.
No, that would be a very good idea, because one of the important part when you ask, corporates that what the current students are missing, they'll say the same thing, because they know everything, how IPL is going on. They know why this football club is that and that all. They don't know what is the size of Indian economy. If I even ask this crowd, anyone knows what is the size of Indian economy? So that would be a very difficult question for them, right? What is the current repo rate? Because these things affects everyone. The repo rate will define the interest on your loan which you have taken. Maybe your education loan, house loan, and everything. So that this is the important things which you should know.
True. I think till the students ask questions, I would like to very happily show you what is happening in Vishwaniketan.
Yes.
I don't know, but this is what is the complex design now. Mangalam Sports Complex.
Oh.
And I'll just show you, because you'll be happy. I know you miss this all.
Yes.
These are the steps. This is the cricket ground which has been created. The tennis ground also, tennis court.
Yeah.
Completely ready.
Wonderful. This part we missed during our engineering.
I know. And now squash court also is getting ready. So the next students will have this life also, which you missed.
Wonderful.
So I thought I should.
No, I seen Vishwaniketan, traveling through this Mumbai-Pune highway many a times. It's always nostalgic for me. So because we saw it from the start, right? When I came, it was a small building. When I first met you, during my admissions time, it was a small building leaking here and there. So this was my. I didn't invest into that, building. I invested in you. What you said was, "Okay, I'll make this college big." So that's turned out to be a very pretty good investment for me. So that is what we have seen it grow from very small thing to a very big institute now. So it makes us proud.
Yeah, very nice. Very nice. Students to ask questions, I think.
I can see few other questions. What are the skill sets that are required for TA1? How did you manage to get into JP Morgan? So my story is quite funny. If you have, ma'am, do we have time? So I'll continue.
Yes, you can continue.
Yes. So my story is pretty funny. So how JP Morgan came into my life. So I was after my engineering, I thought that mechanical engineering as a core career is not good for me. As in, not I don't want to do that kind of thing for my life. So I appeared for a CAT exam. That's the common entrance test for this MBA colleges. So after that exam, there is a 4 or 5 months of period where this admissions and all that takes time. So between different colleges you apply, they call you for interview and all. So I thought, why sit at home? And I got a job at 3M. It's the biggest conglomerate in the American region. So it's Minnesota Mining and Manufacturing. So you may have the sticky notes and scotch tape and all, they manufacture that. So I was recruited as a salesperson there in their Bangalore's office. So I remember the time when so I was given a scooty here, Activa, to go and meet clients and sell those stuff. And I didn't mind because it was anyways my first job. So 4 or 5 months I had to do. And after that, I was going for my MBA. So there is this Bangalore, the traffic in Bangalore is first miserable, if you know. So once you are stuck there, I was stuck in the traffic and there was a big bridge and a signal there. So it was a red signal, high temperature out there. I was sweating and everything. So once that signal opened, I crossed the bridge with my scooty, and there was a glass building. It was a big glass building. It was written JP Morgan Chase, and there were, I saw people, in suits and working in, very nice offices and all. I didn't even knew what JP Morgan is at that time. So I thought to myself that this is what I want to do, because that it looked very fancy, the building and everything. So I don't want to end up my life, selling Scotch tape or a sticky note. So after that time, then I got in my admissions into MBA college, and I didn't apply for any other companies. I got offers from Titan, Deloitte. Those are big names in India. So I didn't apply. I thought that I want to go into this JP Morgan, and the only problem was they only recruit only one person from each college. So I worked there 24 hours a day. Sometimes I barely slept. And once I got my interview, I cracked it properly, and I got the job offer from there only directly. So second year of my MBA, I didn't do anything. My CGPA dropped from 9.5 to 7 and everything. Once I got the job, I was very happy. I didn't even, spend time in classroom. So MBA is basically relative grading. So I was a topper, and I finished at 60 or 70 because once I got the job offer, I was so happy that I didn't want to study. So that was my story of how I got into JP Morgan. Any other question?
Yeah, students, any questions so that we can move to the conclusion?
I really thank both the speakers today, and I think this talk with alumni will add a lot of strength to vision and efforts of students. As rightly said, what you should invest in is the people, the culture, and the activities. This is what we could learn from both the speakers today. So I thank personally both of them and request them to be in touch. We will do some more miraculous work in the future. Thank you, Yash, and thank you, Neha, personally from my side.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you, sir. Dhairya, there is a question for you in the chat box.
Yeah, there is a question from Shashank.
I'll tell you an interesting fact. So since the day I joined Vishwaniketan, met Inam Das, he calls me Yash only. I don't know why, but till the end, till now only, if you have heard, he calls me Yash. I happily respond to that also. Yeah, I'll answer the question. Hello, mechanical, in terms of skills and area, what is really necessary to complete masters to get an edge over others? See, doing masters to get an edge over others is the, it's not the way to look at this problem. Getting edge over others, everyone is a mechanical engineer, let's say. Everyone is doing their MBA. In India, there are 2-3 lakh people who are doing their MBAs, and the top companies hardly have 3,000, 4,000 vacancies. So it's again the same competition. Don't go to the competition. Look at what is going to be the future of where you want to work with. So first is identify yourself that what we are good at. You may not be good at math. So if you are good at people skills, you can try pursuing a career in HR. So any company, if you see, there are 4 parts. One is the HR, one is operations, one is marketing, and one is finance. So this all corresponds to the skill set which you have. It does not correspond with what you have studied in your undergraduate. So if you're good at selling, you can sell a mechanical product. Let's say you can be a technical engineer. There is a post called technical engineer. Those people have the ability to design and develop the solutions like large hydraulic compressors or pumps. And if you're good at selling them better than designing them, I'll suggest you do your masters in marketing and join some company which manufactures that kind of product. If you're good at numbers, good at mathematics, if you want to crunch, large sets of numbers, apply your integration, derivation techniques, you can go into finance. So I'll give you an example. If you know anyone knows what Nissan has recently launched, the car model. Anyone?
It's an electric car, I think.
Electric car, everyone is working. So Nissan was make and break in India now. If this car would not have been launched, Nissan was about to close India. It was going to go away like General Motors and everyone, because it's not a profitable market for them. So they designed a car called Magnite. a low budget economic compact SUV car, right? The person behind that strategy is a mechanical engineer. So instead of designing that car, he came up with an idea that what if we combine the features of all the modern Hyundai Creta or this new Seltos and everything combined together and deliver it at a lower price. Indians love if something they get at lower price as compared to the others. So that was their idea behind that, and now it's a very successful business for them, Nissan Magnite. So that's the only thing which saved a $1 billion company. So that ideas come from engineers. So if you see what those person are doing is they are looking at it from a bird's eye view. So, even if you're a good mechanical engineer, try looking at a bird's eye view that how you can create maximum impact, because your life should directly be defined by how much impact you are having on the economy, right? So it's not about designing a small hydraulic pump. It's about how you can design that hydraulic pump and save a company, because or bring in a lot of revenue for your company. So this is how you'll be defined, because revenue is not only a center of profit. It's about employment also. Your idea can help employ a lot of people. Their lives are centered around it. So this is what I would suggest. Basically try to do something which impacts a lot of people. Like Inamda said it, when he has an idea that Vishwaniketan should be, it was his dream, right? It should be this big. It has impacted all our lives. Maybe 2,000 students till now in Inamda sir.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. So you have changed 2,000 people's life. It's not only their life, their parents. They are very proud that students are doing this big. Working for corporates and everything. So try making that impact, because what you do should be defined by how much impact you are having. So that would be my suggestion. Any more questions? Is MBA and CFA good competition enough to do just a CFA? Go for MBA. Yeah. So I would suggest if you want to pursue a CFA charter is also getting very competitive now. So there are 3 levels, first, second, and third. So I've completed my first. I'm appearing for second in November. So I'll suggest if you want to work in finance, first try to find out which part of finance. Finance is very big in this. There are stock markets, capital markets, commercial banking, and everything. So if you don't look at it as you want to pursue a career in finance, look at the perspective at what do you want to do exactly once you are graduated or pursued your masters and after that. So if you are only looking for making good money in the business and everything, there are many other good fields coming up: technology, blockchain, machine learning. Try pursuing there. Yeah. So CFA is competitive, but it is highly recognized in the financial industry, I would say that. So but it's also very difficult. Yeah. Any more questions?
There is another question in the chat box.
Can we have your contact? Yes, I'll text my contact. Yeah, you can feel free to reach out to me anytime.
There is another question. How much did undergrad profile matter for into JP Morgan?
Undergrad, because such companies they don't directly recruit graduates only until and unless they are from some good MBA college, and that too very few in numbers. So I'm a part of a program called CADP, Corporate Analyst Development Program. So it's an accelerated pipeline for the leadership regime. So they only recruit 30 or 35 people from overall India for that. So I would prefer that if you want to get, so this is another part. If you want to make a big in your career, try looking out for companies who have such programs. Accelerated leadership helps a lot, because now because I'll tell you what is happening. So companies like JP Morgan, it's a 200-year-old bank. So banking has been very traditional since long time, depositing checks, because it's a relationship business. So now suddenly everything is getting electronic. So markets, you can trade live from your mobile. You can deposit money, send money to anyone in the world. Blockchain is coming up. So their leaders are quite, old as compared to adopt to this technology, because, they have been in banking since a long time. So such companies, what they are doing is they are promoting young individuals. They are looking for smart, reliable people, and they are promoting young individuals to their executive levels, because the older people cannot get access to that technology which is moving that fast. So try looking out for such companies which have such programs. It's happening in a lot of companies across the industry, and try to get into that program. So that would be a very useful point of direction for you. Us also, we are working a lot on blockchain. There is not successful product which has come out yet, but in the 3-4 years down the line, you'll have blockchain banking platforms. All the Indian banks, SBI has already onboarded on our platform. So there are many big banks in India which would adopt the JP Morgan blockchain. So there's a lot of scope in there, a lot of scope in machine learning. A lot of problems are getting solved, because that's what I said. When you're sitting on that level, you're solving billion-dollar problems. So if you're solving billion-dollar problems, you'll have that career in your path. Your pay would be equivalent to that, and lots of high-end stuff. So, but only problem is getting in there. That what I said, what Inamdar said, 16 hours of work a day. It's 20 hours of work a day. I have a question. What makes JP Morgan different that Merrill Lynch? So Merrill Lynch basically went bankrupt in 2008. So it's now owned by Bank of America. So it's quite a difference. So basically, it's a banking company, but they are now into managing capital. A lot of wealth management activities are taken by Bank of America Merrill Lynch. It's no longer Merrill Lynch now. It's BOA Merrill Lynch. Any other question?
Radho ma'am, I would request you to extend the vote of thanks to both our students.
Okay, thank you, Neela madam. Dhairya and Neha, it was a wonderful session you conducted today, and hope most of the queries of students you have taken. Working with Neha was really a good experience, because we have closely worked being in the same department. Dhairya, I had observed your progress in your department, though I was not part of your department, but still I was following the things you were doing in the college, outside. So it was a really wonderful things we can recall from the previous experiences what we had, and we all wish you all the best for your future, and hope you do well and make all of us proud in your future endeavor. Yeah.
So much.
So thank you everyone who attended the session, and hope all your doubts and everything were cleared by these two I will say professionals. Now I will not say students. So all the students, faculty who participated, I thank them all for being with us, and hope such interactions with alumni will continue, and we'll learn a lot from all these alumni. So thank you so much. Neelam ma'am, you can just close the session.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Neha. Thank you, Dhairya. And thank you, Inamdar sir. I shall end
Thank
the
you very
session
much.
now. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.